Alrighty, good morning. So, Hill End Hotel. We had to share a room, not a bed, had to share a room last night, which was okay, we were both so tired. I didn't hear a peep, I don't think you did either. Had brekkie. We are just packing the bikes. You can get away a lot easier when you don't have to pack the tent up and everything. Alrighty. Just put the bikes in the shed last night, it was good. Some very interesting characters in there last night. This one here, he's still here. Yeah. This one here, so Chops Journeys is riding his Harley Street Glide all over the place. But he's out here panning for gold. He came up with Bridle Track yesterday on the Harley. A little bit reminiscent of that other fellow we know. Yeah, here we go. We're going to do the Bridle Track this morning. Take two. For those of you that have been watching the channel, you'll know that October last year we had a little head on with a car on the way down to a bunny, on the way down to Phillip Island, and that ended my trip there, and it was the end of Mrs. Jones. Gonna have another go, although technically I did complete it. I rode all the way through, but what I'm going to do this time is I'll let Chris go first. Well, we'll probably stop. There we are. No guardrails, steep edges, steep inclines, falling rocks. You can go first.
I'm going first.
You go first. That's me chickening out. The creeks are dry. Hardly any water around here at all. Been a little bit of traffic already. People are starting to wake up and get moving. So last time we came across here, there was, yeah, you remember there was water flowing. Nothing. So dry. Morning, Skippy. Yeah, all the camping grounds got people in them. I think I remember the last time I came here, I said, oh, it'd be good to bring the camper down through here. Miss Buttons, she loves this sort of thing. I think I'd do it with a bit more water though, because it's just even yeah, it's really surprising given how much water there's been on the east coast and how much rain we've had crossing the inland as well, that none of it's come through here. And even the creek the other night up near Inga, I think it was just empty, stagnant and really still water. That's what happens in Australia. You know, you're supposed to give right away to vehicles going uphill. A group of young fellas, P-platers in Hiluxes, wouldn't know those rules. Very nice. Look at that. A little bit of flow there, but certainly could do with a good flush out. Corkscrew down the hill. It's the sort of thing you'd want to be doing on a push bike. Morning. You know, it's interesting, my recollections of the event are really interesting. I can remember coming along here, I was riding with the other guys, very clear memory. Shervo was along here taking photos as we were riding past, and that's actually how I ended up back in front, because there were a couple of guys just going slow as he was taking their pictures. I went by, I think it was Paul, who had the camera, and then we were just riding along here, probably doing this speed, 40, 45 kilometres an hour, you know, at best, and we certainly weren't flying. And we're just coming along here. We're all just had a great morning. We'd come in from Mudgee, we'd had a nice breakfast. It was about 11 o'clock in the morning, good visibility. It was actually very much like this, a bit later in the day, but and there's a sign here round to the left, so we're going around the corner, and I was here. I was on this side of the road, and then boom. Yeah, that was it there. Yeah.
Is that the corner?
Yeah, that was it, right there. Yep. It was, we're just riding along, you know, came around the corner, boom, there's a car right there.
Yeah.
And we weren't going any faster than that. Like I was just checking the speed then. I was doing 40, 45, and just boom, clipped him. And it's interesting, I don't remember much after that. Like, I remember riding to Bathurst Hospital, and I had this hand broken, but I could use the finger and thumb as a throttle. But then every time I was going over a bump, I'd take my hand off, pull the clutch in, and take my hand off so it wasn't being jarred. But I didn't realise how bad concussion was at the time, though. You know, because very, very vague memories of getting to hospital and what happened the rest of that day. I just remember saying to the guys, "No, you guys take off," and they kept on going down to Phillip Island. You know, so anyway.
I remember the stuff.
Yeah. Just and you know, you understand why old mate was kind of not able to go wider.
Very narrow.
Very narrow. So probably the narrowest, you know, one of the narrowest parts of the whole track. And he would have been coming along here, like, you know, straight road this side. He would have been coming along, got to that corner, and you can see even after we impacted, he was still turning to go around the corner. It was that tight.
Yeah.
Anyway. Didn't die, hey, but did you die? Alright, this is another big indecision. Just find a spot to pull over and sort that out, and we'll work out if we're going into town or up to Sofala.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, so I actually hadn't even looked at it from his perspective, so he would have been coming along this relatively straight piece of road and would have gone into that corner quite quickly. Yeah, I don't remember any of this part. I'm obviously still a little bit of shock. I can remember riding with the thumb and forefinger and the hand off, and then every time I get to a rough section I would just pull the clutch in so the bike could roll better, and yeah, just do this, just keep my hand up off the interesting. Actually, I never really thought about the fact that my recollection of this part's not great. I remember being in hospital. I was obviously functioning okay, because I had the other guys with me at this stage, and they were kind of taking me to the hospital. And once we got to hospital, they went off, you know, and I'm like, there's nothing you can do, nothing anyone can do in that situation. So I just had to, I wasn't going to stop them from, I wasn't going to ruin their trip for them, nothing worse. So yeah, that they think they went and did a lap of Mount Panorama, and I only remember that because I saw pictures. Yeah, they sent pictures of being up on Mount Panorama.
You filming me, filming me?
I'm filming you, filming you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Brilliant. Oh.
Job done. So there's somebody going through there on a T7 this morning, so if you're watching, just give us a shout out. That bike sounded great going past. So we might go Box Ridge Road, eh? That's it's going to take us through to Sofala. Just waiting for ADV rider bloke. So that should take us and come back up here through to Razorback Rd and then come back down around the back of, what's that, Gardenstone National Park. We're just winging it.
Box Ridge Road. Yeah, okay. Nice.
It's all new to me up here. I am always concerned when the surface is very good. It just means that cars feel they can go a little bit faster. Hello? Good work, Skibby. Still up on Box Ridge Road. What a fun little track this is. Trying not to get carried away because it's just such a nice flowing track, but it would be very easy to come around the corner and just come across someone who thinks they're a rally driver. Yeah, good, really nice piece of track. So really good condition too. Quartz Ridge Road that way. There's a lot of riding around here. just up here, you'd want to have a lot of clear ground around you, because I reckon fires can come through here at a fair amount of speed and ferocity. Nice and cool, it's like 15 degrees. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Very good. It's the Turon River at Boongaroo. People down there panning. That's some nice twisties through there. I was just talking to Miss Buttons. I'm going, oh my God, we need to bring the Crossy down here and do some touring through those back roads. Yeah. There's probably a local map somewhere, you know, some of the local boys would know the wheres and what fors, but there's also like a gazillion unsealed roads around the back there too. That Box Ridge was good, wasn't it? Yeah, so that was good. It'd be very, yep, just very tempting to open it up, but you know, you come across someone who's rally driving the other way, BTDT. Or we're not very far from Razorback Rd, but I don't know where fuel is up on that road. That's all. Is it Copper Tree? Is it Kappa Tree? We kind of want to be heading east towards Lithgow. It can't be more than 120 odd Ks. It certainly can't be more than 200 to Lithgow from here if we go up over Razorback. We made the decision to try and make it to Lithgow. It was only a couple of hundred Ks. We could probably make it on the fuel we had. We're going to go up via Razorback Rd and then across the top of the range to Lithgow, get some fuel, drop down Bellsline Road, then onto Putty Road and get to Grey Gum Cafe where we'd camp tonight. Alright, we're heading up to Razorback Road now. Again, never been here before. The topography looks interesting, so see where it takes us. came out of Razorback Rd onto this one. This is the road from Lithgow to Mudgee. So anyway, we're going to run down the highway a little bit. We've certainly got enough fuel to get us into the back of Lithgow. So what we're thinking is we'll do that, get there, have some lunch at Lithgow, and then we might head over to Grey Gums and see if we can camp up at Grey Gums tonight. Yep. Blue Mountains. Oh, black snake. I don't know if you saw that. It was a red belly. Oh, make sure he didn't have a go at me. So we're heading into the Bone Gap National Park. Looks like it goes up there. All right. Oh, I'm still in street mode, hang on. Rider mode. Off-road. Okay. I do not want traction control intervention up here. Well, I didn't have riding around the Blue Mountains on a fire trail on my bingo card for this trip, but here we are. Moffat's Pagodas. Yeah, it's not steep much. Big girl just eating it up. Problem is, I've really, the amount of feeling that I'm getting from the right boot, these new boots just don't offer a lot of feedback and feeling on brake usage. And I mean, I'll get used to it, but doing ridiculous stuff with the fully loaded bikes. Did not want to be doing steep climbs. Look at this. Did not want to be doing steep climbs on a big bike fully loaded, but here we go. Come on, girl. Easy. Look at that. Just had to stop and do a quick battery change. So we're still in this Garden of Stones National Park, and lots of steep up and downs, but I'm just about out of battery on this camera, and because my data management last night at the pub was not great, I didn't get a backup battery, so there's not much left in this. So I'll save it, and we'll do a big charge up at Lithgow. But basically we've got lots and lots of this up and down in a fire trail on a fully loaded big bike. I'll let you use your imagination. cliffs, stones around. Garden of stones. And it just goes straight down in a big rut. And it's bull dust and rutty. Trying to stop the girl from getting away from me. A lot of weight on board. The only problem with that, there's another one coming. There's one more. Yeah, that's the size bike you need to be doing it on. So anything that goes down like that generally means that we're going back up at some stage. But we're following a creek along, so I suspect it might be flat for a little while at least. Look at this place. We're going to need another camera for this. Yeah, wow. Look at this one. Garden of Stones National Park. Well, all of a sudden it was worth it. Those motors. Let's wait for Chris. That was worthwhile.
Huh?
That was worthwhile.
That was worth it.
Nice little finish to the track.